Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. Tonight we are playing World of Warships Legends, in case you weren't paying attention to what you clicked on. But this is the arena game mode, so it is 4 teams of 3. Arena is probably one of my favorites when it comes to the one-off, the different game types other than standard, just because it's more XP based in order to rank up. So as long as you get some hits, do something good in the game, you'll kind of progress through ranking up here. We had a really awesome game though. This is one of those things where it's just like things worked out for us, right? It was so much of it was circumstantial. I have had plenty of arena games where I am the first one to die and I get like no XP. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm adjusting settings so I can hear other people's commander guesses. If you don't know that, you can go in here and put it on the National Plus, and you will hear other people's commander guesses when they use them, not just yours. I feel like an idiot for just now figuring this out today. Anyway, I think there's one more day of arena left, so get in there and play your arena matches. When you get about 10, you can do 10 a day until you get battle fatigue, which just means when you do play another one when you play your 11th game, it basically replaces the worst XP earned of the first 10. So you can keep going and trying to get better and better XP for each day. But ultimately the goal is to be in, like the top 10% or wherever you're aiming for, and then you get rewards based on how much XP you earned in comparison to everybody else. These consumables or perks or buffs or whatever you want to call them that are popping up on the map, occasionally I go for them. This one's the steering gear mod. If it's something like faster reload of guns, it becomes a little bit more tempting to go after. But we are several minutes in the game and still have nothing spotted, which is frustrating. But it is all cruisers and, one destroyer on each team, right? So there's no big battleships out there for easy spots to figure out kind of where the teams are going. But it is smart to look at the minimap and watch those consumables disappear. That way somebody is over there. But that's the other thing, that's kind of the other downside of going and grabbing these. It does somewhat give your positioning away, right? Omaha, we got a couple of seconds there to just try and take a cheap shot at him. He was broadside, so that looked good, but we only had a couple of guns facing that way. And looks like we didn't even get any hits, so we will continue to head that way. I am playing a little bit aggressive here. It's just kind of, people will tell you, this is how you have to play, this is how you have to do good. You know what? I mean, play what is most fun for you, because occasionally being stupid and aggressive works out. I'm checking the minimap. I noticed some smoke screens sitting out there, so I'm trying to signal to my allies, like, hey, this is where some people are. I can see smoke screens. You can also see gunfire on the minimap occasionally too, so if you're paying real close attention, if you're not seeing anybody, especially with arena, when there's 4 teams, you can see where the other, you could see if the other teams are fighting amongst each other just by looking at that map. So that's kind of a little, I don't know, it feels like cheating, but I mean, everybody can do it, right? You just gotta know. This this is a fun ship to play as. He has a lot of torpedoes, but their range is short. I am definitely in range. I think it's like 4.5 kilometers-ish. So we had the sonar going there just to make sure we at least spotted them. And he managed to hit one of our torpedoes, even though we almost had him dead from guns. And we still have 2 racks on the other side of our ship. I think the Omaha has torpedoes too, but he's not even looking at us, so we dumped everything at him, and I feel like at this point, hindsight's 2020, could have saved some. He gets smoked by 3 of them, and now we've got this one guy left on their team. We'll see if we can mop him up. But yeah, that's what I was saying about this game can just be so circumstantial sometimes, so I'm not sure if he has torpedoes, but him being broadside to us is stupid. And we will use his ally as a torpedo shield as his ship sinks, right? Like, they can go on the other side of that. But yeah, being able to dump torpedoes is not worth it if you're going to take broadside AP shell hits, folks. So he pays for his mistake here. And that gets us, what is that, 4 kills now. Oh, that was kill 3. That was kill 3. I'm getting ahead of myself. I let somebody else kill somebody else on another team. The pink team is missing a destroyer, right? So we set our smoke screen. This is one thing I loved about the the British cruiser lines. Like, you know, the downfall here, and we get high caliber there already too. The downfall with them is most of them you only get AP shells, right? But, you know, you just have to pick and choose your targets. You got torpedoes to make up for it, but this was the perfect game for this ship just because there are no battleships. Like, shooting AAP from this little bitty cruiser at big battleships just like doesn't do a lot of damage, right? So you're almost forced to try and sneak up on battleships with torpedoes. But since we don't have any battleships, this was a match made in heaven for us. We get the long range kill there. That's 4. Emil Bertin, will he be number 5 for the Kraken? We're just waiting to see his hull. He does turn in a little bit, but we should still get something, right? Oh, no. We have the torpedoes on the way. I can't believe those were just out of range, you know. So I fired a sets on each side, on each side of that island, just to kind of cover my bases there. And it was a little bit of a luck kind of guess on that shot too, anyway. But there are only 2 ships left in this match besides us to kill, so we need to hunt them down. And this is what I was saying, like, it's, you know, like, yeah, I'm gonna go into the zone, but you don't need to cap the zone. Like, you can, and if another team's doing it, you absolutely want to go and try and defend against it, because otherwise they'll make the game end short, and then that kind of ruins your time, you know, the amount of time you have to get XP, like to earn things. So oh yeah, so here's where I decide I'm going to shoot one on maybe each side of this island, or should they both go this way? They're both going this way. This was one of those games where, like, as I'm playing, I like double and triple checked my computer to make sure we had the recording going. It's not like crazy high damage, 64,000, which I mean is great for tier 4, but yeah, it's not like, it's nothing epic. Alright, we got torpedoes coming from the left, so we know where their destroyer is. He's also in the zone, too, since it is showing contested. This Omaha was either smart or had sonar going. He's got his plane going, so he probably had plenty of time. You know, one of those things spotted our torpedoes that were heading that way. So I am trying to swing around because I know the other side of my ship has torpedoes ready already. And plus, we don't want to just go in a simple straight line because we don't want to get hit by this kamikaze who's going to be sending more torpedoes our way. And we kind of suspected that. We still had sonar going. And even if he drops smoke here, we may end up getting close enough to him to light him up with our sonar. We only got 38 seconds left here, but so we'll take the chance torpedo shots. Yep, and we're picking them up. We still got 2 heals left too with this game. I don't know what happened to my other team. Did this kamikaze get him? I wasn't even paying attention. But we're the last hope. 1 guy left. Can we get the win in this game? Can we get the win? Oh my, I could see the fear. He's backing up. He's like, that dude just murdered everybody. Oh man, but yeah, like I said, like this was so circumstantial between, you know, those early on torpedo hits, those other cruisers just being broadside, and you know, they were, all honesty, they were shooting, you know, the first one there was shooting at a completely different team when we first started it out too. So I'm gonna give myself the smoke screen here just because I used up a lot of consumables. This will buy me a little bit of time for torpedoes to reload. Hopefully my heal can come back. It'd be nice to have the sonar, but I don't know if we're gonna have time for the sonar to come back. So we got a full minute and a half left on that puppy. But yeah, so the smoke screen will give us a little bit of coverage here. I'm gonna move away from it. I don't necessarily want to get close to him. He's what was that? The Omaha. He's got good guns too, right? Like his are probably better than mine. Plus we only have our AP shells, so a little bit hoping for torpedoes here to help us out a lot. That would be nice, right? So I'm just trying to slow down enough so that I can get these off on the side of the island. I'm assuming if he's going to be aggressive, he's going to run right towards my smoke screen. So I am dumping these into my smoke screen where I think he might think I am. So we get our heal ready, and that is kind of what we were going for. And I'm going to swing around this island. So I'm just kind of wondering, like, you know, he might think I'm hanging out in that smoke screen. So if he suspects I'm on that side of the island, or we get it, that probably won this game for us, that torpedo hit right there, honestly. We get Confederate medal. All the medals earned in the top right here. Oh, man. I've never had an arena game this good, you guys. The reason I liked arena was because it didn't matter, you know, getting awesome wins was just not a big deal. But why are we not doing more damage there come the Citadel hits? That's kill number 7, you guys. So we eliminated more than half the people on the map. Oh, man. That is just like, we're up to 50,000 XP for this arena run here. What did we get on this one? Yeah. Check the team result. First Blood, Confederate, High Caliber, Kraken, Unleash, and Devastating Strikes. 4,050 is our score there. Oh man, that was just unbelievable. I will never have that good of an arena game ever again, probably. And like I said, like there was maybe a little bit of my skill, but I credit most of that to circumstance and just happened to be in the right places at the right times. People weren't paying attention to me when I was coming in close on them and being aggressive. But yeah, normally an aggressive move like that doesn't pay off like that. But thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We got more World of Warships Legends videos on the way.